Good morning, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. I'm Diana from Spiritual Signposts, and this is your message today to help guide you through this matrix. Alright, let's see what the energy has for you today. We're going to pull one card from this really big card deck that I have here. It's actually my favorite. Spirit, I call in the angels, spirit, ancestors, ascended masters, holy I am presence, and all beings of light to help guide me, work through me and in me with a message of intention to help guide our beautiful souls out there through this matrix of change, through this matrix of the unknown. Thank you, spirit, love and light. So what energy is present for you today? One card, spirit. All right, thank you. So we have the Two of Wands is your current energy that is present today. Okay, so to me in this card, I see a visionary, okay? I see someone who's contemplating the changes that they'd like to make in this world, okay? What do I need to do next? What steps to take that will get me closer to my greatest desires? He's holding his world in his hand, so he knows he's got to the point where he's done the healing. He's done the mindset, the mind work, okay? And deciphering those thoughts, the ones that's good for you, that will help motivate you and move you forward, and he's also let go of the ones that no longer serve him, okay? And maybe it's different projects, different things that you had currently started in a different vibration no longer resonates with you. So there's a wonderment in this card about what should I let go of. What should I keep? What are my next steps? What do I really want to do next with my life? Because I've got to a point where I realize that I am the manifestor of my life. So I'm intentionally now creating that focus and intentionally creating the thoughts that is going to help with that energy, put that energy behind it so that it manifests for me into this tangible reality. So that's the energy. You're contemplating what you need to do next. Okay, you've planted all the seeds. You've done the mind work. You've balanced your emotions, okay? You've grounded yourself. You've let go of one part of your life. You see how he released and let go of that one wand? All right, but he's still holding on to the other wand, okay? And the other wand represents his past because he's holding on with his left hand, and that represents past. So there may be something from your past that may be currently still lingering in your energy, and there may be a decision that you need to make in regards to letting that go completely and moving toward that wand that's there standing waiting for you to move toward. Okay, so that's the energy we have today. So I'm going to do a different spread for you today to see what messages that you need, what will help you the most today. What is your I guess your single-minded purpose today, okay? What you need to know today to help guide you through the matrix. And now if you're tuning in at another time, it's okay. This is a timeless reading. So if you're tuning in a month from now, a year from now, you are meant to hear this message then, okay? There's no such thing as time. This is a linear thing. So in the universe, there's no past, there's no future, there's just the present. So if you've tuned into this, you've been called here because there's something here that you need to hear. Okay, so with that, let me grab the cards and let's get started. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I will be doing this regularly. I can't say daily because I don't want to commit to daily unless I'm inspired to or nudged to do so. Okay, so do click your notification button to get notified when I do post my readings, and subscribe. It's totally free. And yeah, like and share. It helps my channel grow. I love each and every one of you, and I'm sending love and blessings to you. All right, let's get started. We have the energy of the Two of Wands. I'm going to do a spread. It's a self-reflection, okay? And what do I need to release, okay? How can I work with card number 1? So it's a 4-card spread, but I will select so many in each spread. Okay, and I'm going to ask the cards what I can control, what I can't control. How can I make card number 1 work? And how can I release from card number 2? Okay, so let's start it off. I will pull some advice cards as well. And so I'm just going to move this ahead a little bit to save some time with the spread. Okay, and shuffle them all and cleanse. So I will cleanse now. Thank you, Spirit. And then what we'll do, I'll skip ahead and they will be ready for you. Our first question is, what can I control today? Okay, so the cards are shuffled. I'm going to flip them over and see what messages that Spirit is trying to tell you about what you can control today and thereafter. Okay, but we will focus on the energy of today, or whenever this reading is reaching you. Okay, so our first card out is, okay, so we have the 5 of Swords here. Is our first card out. So what can we control? We can control the choices that we make, whether we want to continue a battle in our lives, okay? Whether we want to surrender or do we want to choose a better way, okay? So there's obviously some kind of, or you feel like it's a battle. Life is your relationship maybe, or your work. Something in your life is a battle. It's a continual argument. It's a continual worry and stress, okay? And you feel like you don't know which way to turn, like, because there's triggers and there's bickering and there's arguments and fighting. Okay, so this is the card of fighting and choosing a different way. Okay, it's putting the swords down and saying, I'm tired of this battle, I'm tired of this conflict, of arguing and fighting. I'm going to try another way. So that's within your control. Whether you react or you respond to a situation today that you are confronted with. Okay? Card number 2, we have Shiva. Okay, karma release. So it's the end of a cycle, debts are paid. So choose your destiny. So this kind of goes along with this, okay? Because you've recognized that there is a better way. Okay? And what was happening, there was karma coming back. There was things that needed to be resolved in the past that needed awareness brought to those situations so that you could consciously choose something better. So with that comes the energy of Shiva. And Shiva is the life force energy, okay, that that motivates you and helps you create a better life for yourself, better decisions for yourself. So this is what's happened. Okay, you've released that karma. You've chosen a different way. You're tired of that same cycle over and over. You've decided what you have control of today is letting that go and releasing it and choosing a better way. Okay? Not reacting to triggers. Being responsive. Doing the introspective. And then responding to it accordingly. Using the energy of Shiva. And Shiva is through breath work of deciding where you're going to put your energy, okay? Don't waste your energy on things from the past because that only draws more of it in your present moment, okay? If you worry too much about the future, you're drawing that energy back into this present moment. But when you let go of the past and then you say you trust in things working out in your future for your highest good, then what do you have left? You have the present. And Shiva is there to give you that energy, that boost, okay? To release that karma from the past, okay? Putting the swords down and surrendering. So, have no fear is from Archangel Michael. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword, okay, of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. So that's your message from Archangel Michael. So what you can control today is your mindset. It's what you choose to think, much like this, okay? So they're all kind of going together here. You've got Shiva, you've got the Five of Swords, right? You're choosing your battles, right? You're choosing where you're going to put this energy. And you're choosing love over fear and an unwavering trust, okay? And Archangel Michael is here to let you know that he's protecting you and taking care of you, but you need to trust, all right? And you have renewed connections, okay? So this is a reunion, reconciliation, intimacy, and forgiveness, okay? So this again will change everything. When you decide to respond instead of react to battles and a constant arguments and fighting, and nobody really ever is right and nobody's really wrong. No one ever wins and no one loses. It's just energy that's being wasted when you can, you know, intentionally use that toward something that you want to create, a life that you consciously want, a better life for you, okay? So you've put down the fear, and as you do this, you purify and cleanse that energy around you, and you're like a magnet then, and you draw that same kind of energy, because what you give to yourself, what you give to others, you give to yourself. Okay, so when you put the swords down and you decide to choose a better way, right, of choosing your battles consciously in a compassionate, loving way, that's what comes back to you, okay? Therefore, it reunites and reconciliates some of those relationships. It may be with work, it may be with family, but it starts refreshing. It starts rejuvenating. There's forgiveness that comes into play, right? And there's less judgment and more acceptance. And that's when those relationships bloom again. So you may also be getting communication coming in from, as you do this, and put down your swords and choose your battles, choose where you send your energy. You may very much get an unexpected message or a phone call from someone that you didn't even expect to hear from. Okay? So that's usually what happens. Or maybe someone that you need to forgive. and close that door. So be attentive to that, and pay attention to the signs and synchronicities around you. Okay, so we also have the Wheel of Fortune. So there is change happening here. Okay, you can control the change. You can control your battles. And you can control where your mind goes, what you choose to think, and you can control who you choose to forgive, and what life that you want for yourself, the energy that you want to put out there into the world. So this Wheel of Fortune is telling you the wheels are turning in your favor right now, and this energy is supporting you. All you need to do is make conscious decisions for your well-being and the well-being of everyone around you. Okay, your loved ones, your family, your work, your friends. Okay, and as you put down your swords and choose to live in the moment and not live in fear and battles, then the wheel of change is here to change all of that fear into love, into inspired action, into motivation, into happiness and joy. It can transmute all of these feelings that's happening in your life now if you consciously choose. That is your tool. That is your superpower, your ability to choose, because you have freedom of choice. You can either play that same role, of battling the same battle every day and no one ever wins, or you can choose a new way, right? It doesn't mean you're being weak because you want change. You want to, ask yourself, do I want to be right or do I want to be happy? And that's what I ask myself all the time. Who really cares? Who's really right anyway? Right? Yes, you can have your opinions, and yes, you can have your truth, but not at the risk of butting heads and having that energy in your life, right? There's a time and a place, and even if you don't feel somebody understands you at the moment, as their energy changes and as your perspective changes, so does theirs. And they're going to come to that certain agreement, and if they don't come to that certain understanding of what you're trying to, the message you're trying to relay, then they maybe not needed to be in your life at all. You may need to go separate ways to, you may have different likes, different dreams now, and a different vibration. Maybe work, you may need to do something different. Creativity, you may need to close an old project and move to a new one. But that's entirely in your control today. So you're going to surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. So this is the card of surrender. So whether this constant battle is at work, there's change taking place, and the energy is behind you to help change that 360 degrees around. And you're going to get the opportunity because the Wheel of Fortune is here, and you've got the communication card. So what Spirit is trying to tell you is that you have the control right now. You have the power to change it, because they are sending you the right people, the right circumstances, and the right opportunities for you to use your tools and what you have learned along the way to make a conscious decision to do something different in what you've always done. It's because what you've always done in this particular area has felt like a never-ending battle. So whatever you've always done, choose to do the opposite, and you'll be doing the right thing. Okay? So that's what we have. No, we have two more cards here. We've got number 30. I am imaginative. Okay? So you are an original, innovative thinker in excellent communication and have a great talent for using creativity to convey your ideas and your optimism, your attitude in an unwavering and an uplifting a way that it affects others. So there's a gift for you. that is beautiful. If you've got that ability that you can sway others to see your point of view or to see a good project or something that you believe in, that's a beautiful gift, right? You've got the gift of communication. So that's 30. When you see the number 30, that's your auspicious number. That will confirm this reading for you, okay? This message of what you can control. And we have heart. I allow love to lead, okay? Change me, divine beloved, into one who can always love and allow love to lead in my life. May I offer myself completely to the highest of all. Grant me the peace and contentment wherever I am. Use me for the greatest good. So there's your message for what you can control. So the next one, row 2, is what you can't control. Okay? Well, let's see what cards came out for things that you can't control. Okay, so we have the Star card, okay? We have the chakras are balanced in this. Emotions, okay? So you're having a problem balancing your emotions, okay? So the universe wants you to be aware of that, okay? So right now you're in a time in your life where that would be your biggest focus right now, is controlling and balancing your emotions, okay? So you can't control them right now. Something in your energy field is causing you to be very triggered. So be aware and be very cognizant of that, okay? So next card we have Healing Light, Wellness Unfolding. Know that healing is your journey. So that the healing is coming from a greater force beyond you, okay? As you make choices from moment to moment and control only what you can control, the healing is coming from a higher source, okay? It's healing you. It's transmuting these emotions that you can't control right now. And it is bringing balance, all right? So this green healing light is focusing on your heart chakra. Okay, so you may be going through a little bit of a heartache right now, frustration, lots of conflict and upheaval in your life. Right, so the things that is out of your control, you feel like it's out of your control. Okay, but there's balance. The universe is bringing balance back into that for you. Okay, there is healing happening, and this could be why a lot of these emotions are coming to the surface that make it really difficult to control. So your feelings and this rebalancing of your energies is the universal energy that's coming in to help you control that, okay? Archangel Michael would like you to know that he is with you through this process to protect you. Even though you can't see it, I am actively working on the situation. I am here and helping you. Okay, so whatever's happening in your life right now, the greater and higher divinity is coming in to correct this and bring balance in your life. Okay, Archangel Michael's letting you know that this is happening. You may feel really out of balance. You feel like your emotions is way beyond anything you can control. But it's because things are coming up. Suppressed depression you may feel is from suppressed emotions. Okay, that make you feel very overwhelmed. Alright? These things you can't control. They have to come out in order for it to be released. Okay? But you are not alone. This is part of the process to a greater change and to greater healing. So the next card we have is 444. The angels want you to know, if you're seeing 444, you will see 444. It's letting you know that everything is okay. Even if you may feel confused, emotionally high and emotionally low, up, down, here, there, and everywhere. Well, it's letting you know that everything is okay. All right, you are supported, you are guided. They are overseeing this whole process, okay? And they want to give you the reassurance that they are helping you. Okay, so you may be seeing lots of signs around you, lots of numbers, maybe 444 is your number that you've been seeing. Okay, so this is what's happening. You can't control these things. The universe is balancing this with the changes and these suppressed emotions that you feel like is out of your control. It really is, because it's healing taking place. All right, so you've got number 33, you've got another double digit. So this is the master number 33. This represents ascended masters, okay? So like Jesus, Buddha, you know, the Ram Dass, Mother Mary, ascended masters, that's helping you along the way. All right, it's letting you know that you're expanding. You're letting go of that old energy that doesn't serve you anymore. And healing is taking place. You can't control that. That's the universal energy that's flowing through you. The only thing you can control is allowing it, surrendering to it, and allowing it to process through you. Okay, so 33 represents any positive changes or projects you are considering right now will be worth your while. So if you're contemplating a change somewhere in your career or a new idea that you want to bring into fruition, or take action, because they're saying that this energy, your power to manifest and create is heightened at this time, okay? So it's a creative energy that's showing up for you, along with this foundation number, okay? So there's changes, definitely big changes taking place to line you up with your true self, your true heart's desires. You can't control that. They are telling you that they are working in the background. They are working to make these adjustments. You control what you can, and they will take care of the rest, all right? So you have, again, you have the moon. So it's showing that there's things coming up, maybe things that were suppressed, secrets or hidden feelings and emotions and thoughts that you're forced to look at right now, that may be causing you to feel even more emotionally unstable. But it's only temporary, and they want you to know that this has to happen in order for it to process and flow through and transmute. That's the process. So when we keep it pent up in our chakras, okay, that's showing this here, our chakra systems. We have 7 main chakras, okay, that align our energy, and this is supposed to be, the life force is supposed to continue flowing through. But when we get angry and we are in a constant battle all the time, and we fear, you know, those kinds of emotions block this from flowing through. So now the universe is, you know, coming to heal parts of you, okay, that allows this to flow through and be released from your body. So this is what's happening. So you may be getting flashbacks from things you thought you didn't even remember, things from the past, you know, maybe insights, maybe intuitive insights. You may be highly intuitive right now and not trusting it. That's okay. Be okay with it. Everything is really okay. Even if it seems like in your mind right now there's a lot of chaos, that fog will clear. All right, you can't control that. You have to surrender to the process, right? Allow the change to take place. All right. We have protection again. I am safe. So they want you to know that they're with you, okay? And you are a dazzling, radiant light. And they are making that vessel expand for you, okay? So it's expansion. You are the vessel, and so they're releasing some of those pent-up, suppressed emotions that you probably didn't even know was there from lifetime after lifetime, or this lifetime even, your past, trauma, whatever the case may be, but they are releasing it. It's flowing through you. The universal energy is supporting that. And they want you to know that you are love and that you are loved, and you will see that light the way they see your light. Your love, I now release all fears I've absorbed from others. So you may be living around an area or people that is, afraid of the future, afraid of the present, and transfer those fears onto you. Okay, so just protect your energy, envision a circle of golden white light that surrounds you like a bubble, and it only allows in high vibration and positive energy, and anything else that's not of your energy, that is not of you, bounces off and goes back to sender with love. Okay, it's a protection method that, even though you can't see it, it is very, very real. Okay, so your surrender card is surrender to complete healing. Again, you are undergoing a massive healing process from the divine, from the universe. Okay, that's aligning you to who you truly are and your greatest happiness and your greatest desires, but you have to allow the process. And by allowing the process means seeing and acknowledging those fears, those feelings that you see, like say, okay, I know that it's there, I see it. I may not feel real good right now, but I know it's processing through, and I'm allowing this. Don't get attached to those feelings. See it, cry if you have to, scream if you have to for that moment, and then say, okay, I now release this back to the universe to be transmuted. Okay, so this is a surrender. And it says here, you could even repeat this. It says, open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support you, your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. So if you want to take a screenshot of that, that's a really nice affirmation. Okay? So that there is what you can control and what the universe is doing for you. Okay? So the next one is, how can I work with what I can control? How can I work better with what I can control? So you're working now with card number 1. So we're going to see what you can control and how to work with that energy, okay? So, balance. All right, that's how you can work. Balance is through giving and receiving equally, all right? Even though sometimes somebody might make you angry or work, whatever, realize that whatever you put out there, whatever you give, is coming back to you. So when you give something with a pure heart, that's what you get back. You get back gifts and miracles with pure intent. So it wants you to give with a pure heart, okay? To balance up the energy. So it's asking you to, in order to control what's happening in your life, you can balance the giving and receiving. All right? We have the Lemurians. Of course, the Lemurians is clairvoyant activation, okay? So it's psychic awareness, sensitivity, trust your intuition. So trust your gut feelings, okay? Trust the insights that you're receiving. Once you relax your mind more and become more in the flow and know that this is a process of healing, you're going to get thought forms that just pop into your mind, or maybe a sensation in your body. Pay attention. You're not seeing them right now, you're not feeling them right now because you're in a state of fear. You're in a state of probably battles or triggers. So once you relax yourself from that and realize that there's a higher power working to balance this out, you will receive the intuitive hits because you are very heightened. And the Lemurians also represents releasing all of those emotions and fears and going back to a place kind of like the Fool, right? It represents in the tarot. It's a newness, a purity, right? Like a child as it's born. Right at that moment when it's born, everything is new. They see everything through an unconditional love, right? They're not conditioned by the world around us at that point. They see everything new, and then they can create the life that they want. They want to create a positive, happy lightness, without all of the fear that they've, been taught to feel and to react, and all of these other emotions that goes along with fear. So that's what the Lemurians represents, okay? This pureness, like this, before any of the conditioning were, or labels put on you or the world around you. Okay, so it's taking you back, this balance is taking you back to a newness where you get to choose consciously the life you want to see, the life you want to live. And as it cleans out and purifies everything within you that's been conditioned and the trauma and the negativity and the interactions that have been toxic, it's correcting that, okay? It's releasing that so you can see beneath that and see the light that you are. That's beautiful. And you have, yes, you are correct, okay? You have listened to your inner guidance in some decision that you made, a wise choice. So if you've recently made a decision to do something or act on something, this is from Archangel Michael saying you made a wise choice, okay? So your control and whatever decision you made here, that was in your control, a change that you made, maybe it was a decision to put down those swords and choose a better way. Choose your battles wisely and not stay in that fear energy and allow that life force to flow through you, okay? But you made a correct and wise decision. It's being acknowledged. Also, point of view, guidance, assistance, gratitude, and understanding. So the things you can control is how to understand others and yourself a little better, okay? Being grateful for the things around you that brings joy, and even being grateful for the choices you make that brings change in your life, right? Show that gratitude to yourself, right? It's an equal give and receive, and this comes down, this relates to yourself, to how you give to yourself. So be grateful for the choices you make and give yourself that pat on the back when you choose, a different point of view, or choose to put down the sword and say, well, you know what, I may not agree with you, but I choose peace, right? I'd rather have peace than to fight over something who's right or wrong, because that's a very low vibration energy to live in, and that only attracts that same back. So we have 0, which is I am observant. So notice the signs. They're saying, okay, you can control this by noticing the signs, and the signs will be the guidance. This is zeros represent cycles, okay? Endings of cycles. So you may be seeing 10s, you may be seeing lots of 1s for new beginnings, and 0s, right? So it says, so the angels ask for your attention, okay? Open up your eyes and listen and think about everything that is happening around you, your intuition. Follow and trust the guidance without any delay. Focus inward through meditation and prayer. So you are definitely getting signs here. The things you can control is being observant to the signs and writing down every time you get a number that repeats, or a pattern number, master number, whatever, or it could be something that from a song that really resonates with you in the moment. Write it down underneath the number or underneath what you were thinking in that moment. And as you do that every day, what you're doing, you're building a strong pathway between you and the spirit world in order to understand the messages that they're seeing. Because as you write it down, or as you add intention to it, and your definition of what that means for you, that is also vibrating to the spirit world, and they are storing that. And if they want you in the future to identify that same message to you, they will use that same number again. Like you're building a neural pathway here to your spirit world in order to have a strong communication. So be observant. Okay, you can control that by being relaxed and a greater trust and knowing. So also, this is a boundaries, okay? You can set boundaries for yourself, okay? And don't allow anyone to disrespect you. Don't walk away, choose to walk away from that. Come back at a later time and have a discussion if you have to. But don't be triggered by somebody else's anger, because then you're only moving into that same energy. When you choose a different energy and walk away from that, then that energy changes in the other person too. So this card here represents, it's a 7 of Wands, but it represents being defensive. Maybe you're being defensive, or the other person may be defending themselves and causing a conflict there, okay? But to me, I think in this reading, it represents putting up boundaries. You're grounding yourself. You're staying firm to what you believe in. And this time you're making a conscious decision that you want better. You want to put down those swords and you want to choose something different, because right now what's happening is not working for you. You have unfolding according to your will. So you are manifesting this change. Okay? You have been in this energy for a long time. And whether you're aware of it or not, you're manifesting this change. You to choose something different, to heal inside. Okay, and it is manifesting, and for your highest good. It's unfolding in all ways, right? Emotional, physical, mentally. It's all unfolding. So it's a very powerful energy. So you can control the action you take to allow it to come in, right? Allow this process, and that action is trusting the process, trusting the unfolding. All right, these are things you can control by not reacting, by responding and choosing different for you every time. And your surrender card here is surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages. You are getting intuitive messages. All right, about a person or a situation. If you feel physically drained, that's another sign that energy, they're taking your energy away. Or you're uncomfortable, be cautious. Okay, if you are energized and happy, move forward. Okay, so your body will tell you when you're in a situation or you need to make a different choice. Your body will tell you. All right? So this is the advice for what you can control. So now we're going to get the advice cards on what you can't control. All right. So you can't control the past, okay? What they're saying to you is the past, and you have to let it go. Okay? And release that back to be transmuted. You make it an apology. So they're asking you be open to forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness to others. But you can't control what's already happened in the past. You can't change it. It's already done, and it's nothing more than a memory now. So when you change the feelings that's associated with the memory by forgiveness, the memory will always be there. But that feeling, that heaviness won't be there anymore. So they're telling you you can't change the past. The only thing you can change is your emotions that's attached to that past. Okay? And we have spiritual awakening. So there may be an ongoing spiritual awakening here. It's an interconnectedness, understanding of inner workings. This is Babaji. Okay, this is also an ascended master. All right. So what's happening with you is your vessel is expanding. All right. Your purpose, your path, your calling. You've answered your own calling here. and you're undergoing a spiritual awakening, which means you are seeing things in a different perspective. Your body is processing this trauma and all of the anger or anything that you suppressed inside of yourself, any hurt, depression, disappointment. It's being processed, okay? And the advice from this card is to be aware that this is what's happening to you, okay? This is a spiritual awakening. You're going to see things, you're going to get foresight, insight, an inner wisdom, maybe epiphanies, a different perspective on different things, right? And you're going to act in a different way than you've always acted, okay? Because cycles are changing. And they want you to be aware this is what's happening to you, okay? You can't change that part. This is what's happening. The energy is, the flow is coming in to guide you through this spiritual awakening. So Archangel Michael wants you to open your heart to this, okay? Here's another one, 22, another master number, okay? No one is perfect. Stop judging yourself, okay, and others, and let love heal the situation. So if you're angry with yourself or beating yourself up inside about things that happened or whatever, they want you to know you have to let that go. Things are what they are. You can only change things in this moment, right? They were learning experiences. You have to look at them from a different perspective. You needed to go through those experiences in order to take you to where you are now. And now you will get a greater and deeper and wiser understanding of why these things happen. So just allow the flow, allow the process to happen. Okay, open your heart to this and know that this is all balancing you to expand your vessel for your clarity to come in, for your happiness to come in, for your higher purpose, okay, for you to adjust to who you truly are, okay? You're going to see your light. You're going to see the beauty that you really are underneath everything that's happened, okay? And because you're ready, all right? You can't stop what's happened to you right now. Those changes are happening because you're ready. Okay, you've gone through all of the experiences, good and bad. And they've taken you to a place in your life now that you're mentally prepared, you're emotionally prepared, even if you don't feel it right now. But you are. You've learned the lessons, and those lessons and blessings, they will be when you tell that story or you help somebody else based on your lessons that you learned. Okay? That's why we call it lessons and blessings. They're lessons that we learn and we gain wisdom. We move, we ascend by learning those lessons, learning a different perspective, becoming wiser because of it. And the blessing in it is when we help others and guide them in the same or similar circumstance. And you've got those words of wisdom. You've got that energy and that vibrant, that knowingness, that intuitive, that understanding that's way deeper, and you can help them through their tough times. That's the gifts that we get. That's the gifts that you're receiving, okay? You're ready. And you have 24, I am generous. So you've got that in the balance card up here too, in the I can control. So you can control your give and take. You don't have to hold back. Because if you hold back, it's going to be held back from you. Okay? So make conscious decisions to be generous. Generous with your time. Okay, you have a heart of gold. You are very skilled at maintaining, balancing, and stabilizing relationships. You are loyal to your loved ones, and you are able to be the nurturer, protector, and provider all at once. So don't hold back from that. Don't, because something has hurt you or someone has hurt you, when you hold back, you become that energy. That you allow the circumstances to change who you are. But choose to be who you are, that generous, loving soul you are, and that will change the whole scope of everything with that energy. Okay? So 24 is an auspicious number, 33, 444, 30, zeros. And you've also got 4 again. So it's the foundation. So some of you got some dramatic changes happening in your life. Right? I am stable. They want you to know that you are stable, even if you don't feel. You may feel like the foundation is falling out and under you. In some ways it is. The things, the old energy, the stagnant energy, the things that doesn't serve you is. But what's coming in is going to be a lot greater than anything you'll ever lose because of this. Okay? I am stable. You bring stability and rationality to any situation. You are the rock, and the hard work and perseverance make you a dependable friend, partner, and colleague. So I am stable is your affirmation. I am stable. So they just want you to know that these are the things you can't control, I know. So just be who you are, that before all of the hurt and don't let that change who you are, okay? That generous heart that you've got, that nurturing heart that you are. Because the foundation that's making the adjustments here in your life, you can't change that. That's happening, whether you like it or not, so like it. You're better off going with the flow, because the more you resist this, the harder it's going to come at you, right? So you've got truth coming in as well. So this is Epiphany. You've got the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords here, which is an intellectual person, very cut to the truth person. So this truth is coming in. The clarity and truth is coming in. That is every day you're getting epiphanies. You're going to get wisdom. You're going to get insight. You're going to get a knowing, a sensation that's going to help you get the answers you need, because that clarity is coming to you. It's on its way. It's happening. As your body's changing, as your life is changing, that's clearing out all of the stagnant energy to make room for that clarity. Okay, so you've got stay centered. Okay, I hold my center. So meditate, okay? Take time to be by yourself. And just focus on the nature around you. You know, just whatever, even if it's the noise around you, just listen and let it flow through you. Right? It's asking you to stay centered, because all of the chaos that might be happening around you, it's an experience. It's not who you are. So when you stay centered and grounded in that, and knowing that this too shall pass, and it's all for your highest good, that's when you become strong. That's when you become your not so much strong, but it's when in alignment with your truth, with who you really are. Okay? And now the last card here, we have surrender, comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself, focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So these are things you can control, okay? But your surrender is what you can control. Whether this is in the I can't control, you can't control what other people choose to do. You can't control their gifts or what they do, because it's asking you to focus more on your own gifts and your own uniqueness and your own beauty, okay? Because the more you focus on other people and their gifts and their greatness, you tend to find ways to fall short with yourself and what you're doing. But that's not the case at all, because we are an essential piece of the universe, each and every one of us, and each and every one of us have a different role, right? We have a different purpose, and the universe is not complete without that each and every individual. Don't compare yourself to others. You are a unique person. You've got unique gifts that you will now, in this energy, will be revealed to you. Okay? This is what this clarity is. You're going to get a lot of clarity in regards to your gifts. So yeah, so stay centered, stay grounded through this change, because It's a change that the universe is helping you manifest because it's what you desire in your heart. You desire this change. You don't want this battle anymore. Right? You don't want to be battling and fighting and nobody ever wins. You want balance in your life. You want to let go of those conditionings, those labels, and go back to that energetic, full of life, paying attention to the little things, observing, creating those boundaries for yourself, but also allowing the flow of life to come through you, right? Trusting the process more. Knowing that you're not alone, because you're not alone, right? The universe is supporting you through this 100%. And if there was a message here, and I could put it together in one word, would be support. Okay? You are supported through this. Huge, huge, huge. And this is what the message is trying to tell you. This is higher than you, what's happening. Okay? This is a process that has to go through you, has to be transmuted. And the life force energy, the source, universe, God, is doing this to manifest what you want in your heart. That's going to bring you the greatest fulfillment and happiness. All right? So allow the process. Allow the love in. All right? Surrender to it. Surrender to success. Surrender. You don't have to limit yourself. You can have love, the greatest love you ever wanted. That could start with yourself. And then as you love yourself more, then, your partner will show up for you. Your success, don't limit yourself. You can be whatever you want. If you can think it, you can be it. That's the gift that God gave you, right here. If you have the ability to think it, you have the ability to do it and be it. But you just need to believe it. Okay, so with that, so this energy, he's still holding the world in his hand. So this is what this message is telling you. You have manifested this change in your life because what's happening in your life is not working for you, right? It's causing you a lot of battles and you never win, a lot of stagnant energy. And this has all come together to flow through you. Don't resist it. Allow it, because you're going to see a lot of insight and a lot of different changes in your life, because this is a spiritual awakening. So watch for your numbers, 444, 333, 33, 244, 30, 0. And we've got 38, we've got 22. So any of those numbers are auspicious numbers, so that's confirmation. With that, I'm going to end the reading. It's been a bit long, longer than I anticipated. But I hope you got something from this that will help you through this matrix. Love and light. I'm signing out. I'm Diana from Spiritual Signpost, from guiding you through this matrix, love and light. So your message for today, talking to heaven, spirit, angels, loved ones, from whoever has been called here to this reading today. Give me the message clearly and the way it was intended, with all the love to send and transmit to their loved one. Thank you, Spirit. Alright, what message? You got a message out and they wanted to tell you this? Yeah, oh yeah, they really wanted to tell you this. So whoever is watching this today that may be feeling guilt or a heaviness that they can't seem to move past, there's a message here for you. And it says, it's not your fault. They want you to know it's not your fault. You did everything you could. It happens, it's beyond your control. Right? This is already decided even before they come here, when they go, and what happens and how they go. So you have to let go of that guilt or that responsibility that you've taken on. This is way bigger than anything that you could ever control. They want you to know it's not your fault. Okay? So I'm going to read the paper. You can see that. Please do me a really big favor. Stop beating yourself up, thinking that you caused my death or were in some way responsible for it. You were not. It's so hard for the earthly level to understand the spiritual elements of life. No matter what you think you could have done or should have done, I would have left anyway. I am releasing you of any responsibility for my leaving. Please let go of the guilt. It will make us both feel better. The universe is perfect in its makeup. And what we think is a coincidence is just God's way of remaining anonymous. Trust me. Be kind to yourself, knowing that what I share with you is true. I love you. God bless you.